Kia ora tātou, I'm Eleanor. I'm going to read from my collection of short stories, Ophelia Wild, Deadly Detective, illustrated by Tracy Duncan. Today I'm going to read the last story in the book called A Monster Problem. Just to give you a little bit of background, Ophelia and Albert are school children who've set up a detective agency and they solve cases in their spare time. And in A Monster Problem, they've decided business is getting a bit slow and they need to widen the kind of cases they take on. A monster problem. There, says Ophelia, that should do fine, adding her card to the notice board's signs. Banish those gremlins, ghosts on the go, deadly detectives, oh Wild and Co. Yes, Albert cheers through the after-school din. At last I can test my inventions. He grins. A little girl tugs at Ophelia's leg. I think I've a monster thing under my bed. Maybe a gremlin. Don't really know. But I hate how he howls and I want him to go. Do you think you could demonstrate what sort of sound? Ophelia asks, so we know what you've found. I thought of a whoo, the little girl lisps. She's little and thin and her hair falls in wisps. Oh, says Ophelia, that sort is easy. It's the ones in the wardrobes that make me feel queasy. Monsters and gremlins, it's close to the same. We'll take on the case. Can you give me your name? Phoebe, she says through the gap in her teeth. I knew you could help me. She grins with relief. Phoebe, meet Albert. He's part of the team. Albert adds, Deputy Chief, don't you mean? It won't take us long, and if Albert agrees, Ophelia says, we'll do it for free. Sure, Albert says, we're monster equipped. My modified Hoover will have this thing licked. Today? Phoebe pleads. Right now would be good. I'd sleep so much better if only you would. We can pick up the gear for the job on the way, Albert replies, to avoid a delay. Ophelia adds, plus one monster container. The lid must have holes, Phoebe says. It's humaner. They find a large jar at Ophelia's place, then detour past Albert's to Phoebe's at pace. In the kitchen, Ophelia outlines the plan, telling Phoebe to wait while they do what they can. Don't hurt him, sniffs Phoebe. Is that understood? We'll free him, Ophelia says, in the wood. But it comes with a risk. Monsters hate light. The jar must be covered to lessen its fright. Phoebe nods slowly. I think that I see. But please, can I come when you let him go free? Sure, says Ophelia. Now is too late. When school ends tomorrow, we'll meet by the gate. So where is your bedroom? Ophelia asks. It's time to get down to our monstery task. She points to the ceiling. They pound up the stairs, taking a broom and a couple of chairs. From the bedroom above comes a ruckus of sorts. First a vacuumy roar, then some suctiony snorts. He's stuck up the pipe, Albert yells out. Use the reverse then, Ophelia shouts. Caught him, she cries. Got him in one. They cover the jar. The hard part is done. Phoebe is summoned. Almost too late, Ophelia says. He was way overweight. They eat all the fluffy stuff under the bed. But this one, says Albert, ate chocolate instead. Phoebe goes red. That might be mine. I hid it in case I got hungry one time. Ophelia tuts. No need for concern, but sometimes a monster fed treats will return. But just to be sure, shut those windows at night. Leave the door open instead if you like. A sigh comes from Phoebe, the kind from down deep. She hugs them both tight. Tonight I can sleep. Back at Ophelia's, Albert's confused. Why keep the windows closed? What was the ruse? I noticed, she says, they were open a little. The wind sounded quite like Phoebe's monstery whistle. Ah, Albert nods. Simple, yet clever. Yes, says Ophelia, banished forever. The next day at school seems ever so slow. When you're waiting for something, that's how it can go. But they race at long last from the gate to the trees. Ophelia, Albert, the monster, and Phoebes. There's a falling down shed where the bush opens out. My monster will love it, says Phoebes with a shout. I think that he might like to live here forever. How did the both of you end up so clever? Ophelia answers, we're older than you. Next year you'll be much more cleverer too. But now, close your eyes while I send him away, as a mark of respect for our monster today. When no one is looking, she holds the jar high, takes off the lid and chants to the sky. Monster, be free! Monster, go roam! These are your woods, make them your home. The jar is left empty, the monster is gone. He told me he liked it here, Phoebe rattles on. Ophelia says, he told me that too. But Albert hears only the wind whistling through. Ophelia, Albert says close to her ear. He wants to make very sure Phoebe can't hear. Might Phoebe perhaps like to help us a bit? She's small for a spy, but she'd be a good fit. We need a new intern. It's something I've noted, Ophelia says, since the last was promoted. Yes, thinks Ophelia, Albert is right. She puts it to Phoebe. If you would like, we have an apprenticeship, part-time at first. Phoebe's face says it all, with a grin, fit to burst. The end.